Save big with OK Furniture's Christmas price beat. Don't miss out on the festive deals on furniture, appliances, home entertainment, and more. Browse our catalog now and shop these amazing deals in store or online before 24 November 2024. T's and C's apply. It is iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. It is GoodTimes.co.za. 7 out of 7 for Orlando Pirates. 7 matches, 7 win in a row. It's a record. Historically, that's never been done by Orlando Pirates in the Premier Soccer League era. Mamelodi Sundowns, not far from them. They've won 6 out of 7. Now, it is emerging or shaping up to become a title race. And we taking this time to look at that and where do we think it can end. At the beginning of the season, we always do these prediction videos. What do you think is going to win? Who's going to be number 2? Who's going to be number 3? Usually good money is always on Sundowns because they've won it 7 times in a row. What's different this season is that Orlando Pirates have started really well, really well. They're mounting a serious challenge, although it's only 7 matches, and we'll find out as it unfolds what's going to happen. Junior Khanye, and later on in the video, Tso Vilakazi will give you his verdict as well. What do you guys think about this 7 out of 7? And do you believe whether or not we have a title race unfolding in front of us in South African football? Junior, number 1, Orlando Pirates. Number 2, Mamelodi Sundowns. What's your feeling about it? Are you excited that Sundowns has to respond to Pirates and Pirates has to respond to Sundowns every week with Betway Premiership? Omunye kumele aphendule omunye. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just.
Benedict Tso Vilakazi. Yeah, the legendary himself. Lindo Pep. Ngibulise uBobo Mngqithi, ngibulise lengwenya yethu Shane.
Yes, sir.
Makreka ngibulise na Machaka. Ebafethu kunjani, keep on supporting iDiskiTV, fighting no one try to fix South African football. Right, the way iqale ngakhona is totally different.
7 matches.
Yeah, Pirates mele nginike exciting team to watch. We need to be honest. Angithi amehlo ukubona indlebe ezokuzwa ingqondo ucabanga. I mean, nobody can. I mean, they bona iPirates akekho ngayibona. Lenzwa iPirates now. Ubheka iPirates mandlale Orlando. Look attendance. Bese check iPirates yala season neyale season le. I don't think abantu beba excited nakhona. First we see my fans amangenyawo until the game is yophela. Nkuleko they've got number of quality players at team yabo. Not relying in 1 or 2. But they've got a number of players that can compete abonda. Very good player, Lumfano Sasan as well, national team player. Lumfano Batana Zombala ngobudlala national. I mean, mangadla udlala nationally, even if Yaxi favorite yakhe, but is at national team. And he's been helping them. Masonga Tito, Mfuking, Lumfano Kota now, Mabaso. And Imbonile evident, even if Angsi Feniako evident, but he's been scoring goals. Yeah, assisting as well. Yeah, number of players, I need to be honest. Also, Munapudi Abakorela. Vital games, vital goals as well. So, but a number of players, and they've been winning these trophies. Last year, I think they were the best team. They win 2 trophies. Sometimes they only won. Yes, it was
on the AFL plus the league as
yes, 2, but in South Africa, it was the league. Malang kulmi vari we badlala ngakhona this exciting fethu. Pirates my petty bowler, attacking minded. Pirates it looked like they can score at any given time when they got the ball going forward. They've got individual brilliance. Abafana look at the age. Bright future ahead of Orlando Pirates attackers. Akusabantu abadala yabo. I'm fit to the way iqale ngakhona. Nami, I need to be honest, I'm surprised. And well done to Orlando Pirates. And they've got number of players. Those players bagu national team. Angeke be surprised ukubona lo mfana uNkotha bamnika call up ku national team. Though they playing against team yonke, it's more of a national team, experienced team. Champions League every year they want to be there, compete. They won the league several times more than other teams. 7 times, as we said. Philosophy it's hard to be change. The way baqale ngakhona baqale bet. Also been knocked out to MTN8. I think Leon Teleba lifted the moral. Credit to Manqoba Mngqithi ukubuyela back ku drawing board. Asho ukuthi we've signed players according to the way badlala ngakhona laba manje. It's Sundowns now they scoring goals. The way badlala ngakhona. It's the only team a rotated team. Team ifike na idlale the way isina first 11 idlale ngakhona. The consistency. and bayiqala bayiqede do kurulane sometimes banokudlala nga first half kumele sibe nevar especially play first half second half.
Yeah, they scored 2 goals in the first half and then they'll score anymore.
The build up is too so sometimes I love Rulan Mine. One of the best South African coaches, South African keep it, especially young. After Pito is the best as well, especially good Betway Premiership. And Michelle however in Tlanta la corner. But the team yakhe bekora first half, second half, the back pedal. Now Choluguti Baba attacker. And yeah, you gonna last year good checks Galaxy. I remember Tlana. Ngayo khona enye game uRulana I'm sure naye waphefumula kanzima. So this year bayiqala bayiqede. Performance yabo badlala Chiefs now. Yo kuleyo. You could tell with the national team against players we Betway Premiership. Very professional team kuleko manje badlala isi team second stream. They want to nil. Convincing nabo. Okay, not much convincing but maybe ngaba fitness level, match fitness. But Aiko obvious.
Yeah. Let's talk about the 2 coaches. Jose Riveiro leading Orlando Pirates for 100 matches. In the last game, it was game number 100. Manqoba Mngqithi starting out as a new coach at Sundowns, even though he's been a member of that. Bazokubaleka kangakanani coach bobayi-2 for the clubs.
Yeah, experience kaManqoba ungayithathi kancane ukuthi spend isikhathi winning behind the scene ne-Sundowns, having the experience ukuya ku-Champions League behind the scene as well. Working nabo Peters then a lot. Yes, go by coach Barros, but Arrows and Sundowns are fun. And coaching national team players, I'm sure is learned now. And dealing with high profile players is learned as well. Also with youngsters, introducing them. Though my expectations is not easy. Manje is a coach. You need to be charged from 7 soccer. Somehow we are with Jose Riveiro as well. As which 100 games. The coach has done well since he's arrived. Bengimnyatsa namanje mina ke ngizokutshela uyazi nginenye but nkuleko noma ngabe nyamnyatsa phela I would mina mangabe ngimbona ngelihlo lami the guy lentazi achievile bekuyifluke. The guy did very well especially kusebenza kuLorlando Pirates. The coaches came ku Pirates and go and then lasting 100 matches winning trophies as well. I think as a coach if not mistaken or beat Orlando Sundowns season 1 twice. If not mistaken,
yeah, it's very rare.
Recent year.
Yeah, because it was. I'm trying to think because it was 0-0 in the first leg.
Yeah.
In the MTN 8 last year, and then Utinklu Shaila Sundowns last season.
Pirates, as a Pirates coach.
Oh, as a Pirates coach. I don't know the record, but
recently.
Yeah, because he lost to Sundowns twice last season, Orlando. And then I think maybe the other one was a 1-1.
Yeah, in the cup.
Yeah, in the trophies, yes.
Yes,
in the trophies. One of the games was a 0-0 draw up until extra time and penalties. Yeah. And the other one, which was Mofokeng's match, the one that beat Sundowns 2-1, I think.
2-1, yes.
When they came back.
So your trophy, to tell the truth, it always comes away. Mabadlane Sundowns. And not every, especially with Pirates. Yes, Tinka, yes, Pirates. As a coach, that's still PT the trophy. To tell the truth, both coaches, I think the experience. The other one is stay longer, especially Klapin as a head coach. Jose Riveiro, and credit to take out the best out of those players. Go Pirates. When I'm a player actually call up national team, giving these young stars, I believe, into 19 years, Pirates. The other one is coaching the experienced team. I'm a national team player. I need the coaching most. Cool. So yeah. Iba tricky yona and both joba ngisho uyabanika pound to pound ungabathathanisa mfethu.
Well, there is one team that's better than the other pound for pound.
Mina because of uManqoba coach experienced players, abane Champions League experience, aba national team experience abaqalayo maybe 11 or 8. I mean to say 8 players abaqalayo ngaphandle kwamshishi now is injured but ucoach yabona. We like it or not. And other one, yes, Champions League not much is one of the biggest in Africa as a continent. So for me, upper hand, I give to Manqoba because of a compliment I'm a player and experience. And also those players they don't want to lose.
Yeah. Let's have a look then as we wrap up before we go to Tso. 7 wins out of 7 for Pirates. 6 wins out of 7 for Mamelodi Sundowns. Do you see this shaping up and staying like this for up until May? Where do you think this is going with the title race?
May next year?
Yeah, of course. That's when the league is going to end. May next year, I'm
fit to pay first home and away. Paris going to lose against Sundowns. ngicala lapho khe ngiyazi ukuthi kumele ngiye kwamanye amagame. The mindset izodlala indima enkulu. The experience as well of playing Champions League for a couple of years, winning the league is going to play a huge role. The quality of players, 11 ecalayo, and also the second stream is going to play a huge role. Also, gune competition in each position go Sundowns. Individual, they've got Jose Riveiro, they've got number abomabhena noma ngabadlali, those are quality
So in
players.
other words, you're backing Sundowns.
Sundowns
Ekugcineni kuzoba iSundowns.
Yeah, Nkuleko, and not nga 3 points, no. The difference will be 10 maybe point. And ngiyakutshela some
10 points.
they're gonna drop 10, 8 upale pounds.
Well, the difference for now is advantage of Pirates. It's a 3-point gap between them. And
Big
Pirates,
second round izokumangaza and ekusamele badlale wethu. Noma ngabe one phela ngedraw. Mhlambe nye but Sundowns going to be upper hand. Angeke iPirates ihle Sundowns. Kayi-2 mhlawumbe ngabe draw or iwawine wethu Sundowns. And ekugcineni kunama game kunama point ezodrop iSundowns either way. Ngifuna ukuyibona against Stellenbosch. I'm not saying now angeke ngipredict manje obvious. Maybe kuzobe before Friday I will predict. Angeke kube easy. It's going to be difficult for Orlando Pirates and Sundowns mfethu ayingaqolisa pound to pound with players and the team individual as well. Experience ayinkuleko they will bazoyina le league.
So you're saying it will be a 10-point win, even though today, as we are speaking,
7.
it's a 3-point gap.
7, 7, 8, 9, different 10, yes.
That means in our win, successfully 3 games. Basically, that's what you mean, because 3 games is 9 points.
True. Even 2 games or 3 games. Yeah.
All right, there you are. Let's move on to Tso Vilakazi then to hear whether he agrees with Junior about this title race. For now, it's fun. It's beautiful. We sell videos basically because teams give us the illusion that they are fighting a title race. When it's a one-horse race, no one cares to watch. You would have seen against Polokwane City and Sundowns as well. If Sundowns wins, you guys don't care actually to watch. But when Polokwane City defeated Sundowns, you were the first here. You wanted to see what was going to be said. So we sell our videos on the basis that, especially the team that you don't like, that every now and then they have to lose games so that you guys can have fun and laugh and all of that. And maybe you get to see that once or twice a season. So when they drop points, it is a much better South African football space because we can sell these videos better. Let's move on to Tso Vilakazi then to hear his title race predictions. Once again, thank you very much to Junior Khanye for his thoughts on the title race. It's Mamelodi Sundowns number 2. It's Orlando Pirates number 1. One team has won 7 out of 7, which is a record in the Premier Soccer League era. And the other team has won 6 out of 7, which is Mamelodi Sundowns as well. Great start for Orlando Pirates. Both of them have actually played some of these teams twice already in the first round. Mamelodi Sundowns have played twice, Polokwane City. I think it's Richards Bay that Orlando Pirates have played twice so far as well. We do these things at the beginning of the season where we ask, who do you think is going to win the league? Now that we've seen these 2 clubs at the top of the table for the first 7 matches and then other competitions as well, we have to revisit the topic as well. Mr. Tso, so far so good. Are you loving the title race at number 1 and number 2?
Mr. Kyo, it brings fresh air. It's not like the previous season where I would say, no, let's give them.
You used to say it's over.
Yeah, no.
By December, it was over.
December, I would say, let's give them.
If it wasn't for the AFCON, it would already be over.
Done, finished, done and dusted. So because of your AFCON, so we have to wait and then it will happen. But yeah, Mr. Kyo, one thing I said is that Roland is not here. The league is open for Orlando Pirates. It's there for a taking. And it also make Coach Manqoba Mngqithi to wake up because I when I saw him against Stelis when he lost and also against Elon Duzana in Polokwane City. And I remember you asked me, are you going to give him a chance or what? I said, look, sometimes you need to take your pride with Fergus Kwame. And in this case, Manqoba, I will say, okay, it's fine. What I wanted to do, it's not working. Let me go back to my books. What is it that we were doing last season or the season previous? Me and Roland, that make us to be untouchable. Or it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's see what's going to happen. And for me, I respect him for that. I respect him for that to say, look, at the end of the day, when Sundowns wins, who's the coach? It's him. It's not Rulani. Rulani uhambile asikhohlwe Rulani sekahambile coach Manqoba that does things, and for him to be bold enough and go back and do that, because for me the football that they're playing, especially against Ilonduzana Chiefs, that's the Sundowns we know. That's the Sundowns we know. The only difference that engizothi mina uyenzile, and I said it ngathi mina, at Sundowns you don't need to change anything. Keep it the way it is. You will add whatever that you want to add with time. You don't change immediately.
Sure.
You will add whatever that you want to add in time. And what he did now in this team, he just added the speed. They play. While you guys trying to, we're drawing you with the ball. When we play here, and then when they come closer, they create space behind. Then that's when he's hitting them with that speed. And it's working very well for him. And yeah.
Jose Riveiro, Orlando Pirates, number 1, 7 out of 7.
Mamela inkunzi leya.
Mr. So-and-so.
Yeah, no, inkunzi leyana. He just now akakhohle for mina bengizothi khohla yonke lama trophy lawa, just focus la. We know you can take these ones. La sesibonile Mr. Nkewu, it's proven ukuthi lama trophy nyana lawa 100 meters you can do it. But manje sifuna le marathon. Uyithathe manje ngo-August uyiqede ngo-May. So far so good.
For the first time in 12 years.
Yeah, man, it's not easy, Mr. Nkewu, having a team of Sundowns that they are on your neck every day. I mean, the Pirates they come back, they win, and they don't just win. Maybe in the last minute they get a goal. Sundowns, like they scoring.
Yeah,
they create chances. I mean, look at the last game where Ulitako scored 2 goals. Yes, you could see the tempo is different compared to.
Let's go back to Paris, Mr. So.
But as a Mnyama, so far so good. I'm happy to see Nkota. I'm happy to see Ulonduzana King 2000, and also Umaswanga. No one says is scoring, and I told you. When I say, I will ask you one thing, Fanakit. I like you when you score. Just look at yourself where you're scoring. Are you scoring outside the box? Are you scoring around the wing? Or are you scoring inside the box? If you are scoring inside the box, then your mind should tell you, Uguti, I need to stay here. I don't have to make those runs. If you make a run to the width, who will come in? Nkota. Or Lunduzana, King 2000 they'll never do that. And you're the tallest guy. If you get a ball on the width, with a cross-eleven. Because when you make that run out, it means you need to cross. So you go out, there's no one. We need a goal. So try, boy. I know sometimes it's hard. You've got energy. That energy. Samanje use Angela, ubatoche Angela, epoxin, ubatoche Angela, ngamatenyana. Because I saw again a good thing. He's starting to have those 10 yana mancane nje khona la iduze, not far, and it's working for him because he gets opportunities, So try, boy, and make sure ukuthi work in that box. If you can stay more in that box, you're gonna score a lot of goals, because that's when we need goals.
All right, let's talk about the credentials of Pirates and Sundowns. At the beginning of the season, you gave Orlando Pirates, you said it's wide open.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bizarre prediction when you said Sundowns out of the top 4. That was bizarre, but you stuck with that. And you were saying that it's because there's a change of coaches there. The league is open. Where you were right was that clearly Orlando Pirates was going to be the team on top. That so far you were correct about that, and we love it. It's a title race we haven't seen in a long time, since 2020. Let's now revisit that. Who do you think will stay there by the end of December, starting of January, and who do you think will still be there at the end of the season?
The way ngakhona manje manje izoba kanje.
Even when they play these CAF matches, there's not going to be negative impact.
You know why? It's because our now it's Sundowns, it's Pirates, and the rest.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that. That there will be the 2, and then there will be the best of the rest.
Yes. Yeah. So for me, they've shown the Pirates if they can beat Sundowns, why should they have ukuthi baphazamiswe with the small teams.
Yeah.
So yes, it's not going to be easy like it happens when they won 1-0. It's not going to be easy, but beat them. What is important is that beat them. Even if how hard it is. The good thing with Pirates is that, again, it's not that they don't create chances. They do create chances. It just happened that, they've won 1-0. They tried to create chances. They missed and all of that. But why I'm saying this, Mr. Q, is that these other teams, they're here. So that's why I'm saying, unless if Sundowns will play against Pirates, that's when it will be a change.
Yeah.
But other than that, the two of them will remain there, Pirates on top, Sundowns second. They will beat the rest.
Yeah, I think the other differential also,
Yeah.
which we haven't thought about, would be those two Soweto derby matches.
Yeah.
This doesn't mean that Pirates are going to lose both of them or win both of them, but the way that they are so unpredictable, doesn't matter how, even if Chiefs were number 16, when they play that derby tomorrow, it becomes a 50-50 game. You don't
Yes.
know which one is going to win or lose. Whereas if Sundowns plays against Chiefs, you kind of know that Sundowns are not scared of Chiefs. They can take those points. They want to beat them.
Yeah.
Whereas in that Soweto derby, there's an element of unpredictability. Maybe the other differential will be that when Pirates meet Sundowns, Pirates has to go out there and beat Sundowns. Don't stifle them. Don't elbow them. Don't do anything. Just go out there and get a result from them.
Mr. Kewo, ayikho into ezodlula leyo. When it's there for you, you have to take it. No one will make a way for you or ayithatha kunikeze. So Pirates, they're in the driving seat. If they face Sundowns, they have to beat Sundowns. With the derby against Chiefs, it's always tough, Mr. Kewo.
Yeah.
It's always tough. You can have all the stars, but the derby is totally different ball game. And why I don't talk about it, Kakul, Mr. K, because it's one of those games where you can't say anything.
It has a life of its own.
Yeah, it's like you can say this now, but after 2 hours, no, I think I made a mistake, man. I think I must say one.
But what is true about it, so, is that it's a wild card for. So if Pirates are chasing the league title, right? They know when we play against Sundowns, we have to beat them or get a draw. So that, because you don't have to beat Sundowns actually, because if you are 4 points ahead of Sundowns, if you get a draw, it will still be 4 points ahead of them. If you get a win, it's a bonus, obviously. Then you can peel off away from them. But with the derby games, what is true about them, we don't know who's going to win. That means it can swing that gap. It can either increase that gap, which is a 50-50 possibility of also decreasing that gap as well.
Derby, Mr. Kewe. For the first time, I will say now going to the derby, I'm very comfortable, and I'm not doubting or maybe having things be scared. I'm looking at the advantage that they're having, Pirates with the young boys, that both of them, they're creating chances. Wanasisi is scoring. Umaswangani is there making things happen. Ulonduzano Dlamini can come in also. He can score outside the box. Magne free kick. There are a lot of points that I'm talking about. When I look at the Chiefs, I'm like, they will fight. But who can really give us a headache? Sereno. And then if we close Sereno, who else? Sereno is playing on the right. Then we're going to say, Otto, go with him the whole day. Then we done.
Well, I mean, you could have said that. So even when they were so poor, they only had Ashley Dupree, and he would score in those derbies. He scored two goals. Last one,
Ashley
it was the beautiful
true.
derby. Pirates scored 3. I think Chiefs scored 2 in that one. And so you can't even talk about it from a technical perspective because those guys get there and then they do their thing. But we need to wrap up. Number 1, Orlando Pirates. Number 2, Sundowns. You still stick with Pirates will remain at top.
Ngisamile Mzankewu. Ngisamile ngoba for them ukuthi basijambe. I think they need to beat us. I don't see anyone that will give you Pirates a headache.
All right, there you are. Thank you very much, Mr. So-and-so. Thank you very much to Junior Khanye as well. What do you think about this title race? It's getting interesting, although it's still too early. 7 matches played, both for Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates, who are top of the league. We're looking forward to this being the reality in January, the reality in February, and perhaps then in conclusion towards April and May for it to be still true. In fact, if Pirates can maintain maybe a 6 or 7 point gap, even in those months, it will even be more interesting because we know, just like Manchester City, Mamelodi Sundowns loves a chase, they can maintain an unbeaten record that's prolonged. My fear is that when Sundowns get top, psychologically, then it can almost be over. So maintain this Orlando Pirates. It will be beautiful as a title race. iDiskiTV, Disc Times, was sports betting.